Hello, everyone. I hope that today finds you well, safe, and happy. I'm very pleased to be able to make the following announcement about some changes that are going to be occurring concerning our services. We are all thankful that we continue to see improvements in this fight against this virus. Now that we have entered into phase 2, we are seeing a return toward a more normal lifestyle. Less quarantine time at home. Some businesses and services are beginning to open up, and we are so thankful that it is time to begin meeting again on God's ground. The pastor and the deacons have been charged by the church body to try to provide leadership in a safe and prudent manner. We have tried to adhere closely to the governmental guidelines and health industry standards. However, we believe that it is time to safely and cautiously begin returning to meeting at the church. So after reviewing the surveys that have been returned and having conversations with many people, the deacons are proposing that we start meeting together on the first Sunday in June. That is not this coming Sunday, but a week from Sunday on June the 7th. We think for a couple of weeks we will meet outside, but under the picnic shelter. Most people feel that there is less risk being outside in fresh air as opposed to being in enclosed spaces. In case of rain, of course, we can always move inside the fellowship hall. We will review how things go each week and can always make adjustments as needed going forward. Also, by meeting in the picnic shelter, people can bring their own lawn chairs, thereby lessening the use of chairs being handled and possibly being contaminated. Of course, for those who need chairs, we will certainly have some that have been sanitized prior to the service. We will not have bulletins or hymnals to lessen any chances of contamination. We will use every opportunity to practice social distancing while still enjoying the opportunity to see and fellowship with those that we love and have missed. Donald Griffin has volunteered to teach a church-wide Sunday school lesson for all that wish to attend. Then, after a short break, we will begin the worship service. We will worship through congregational singing. We will worship through giving our tithes and offerings, but we will provide baskets to put the offering in as opposed to passing the offering plates. We will worship through the reading of God's Word, and Reverend Whitley will bring us the message that God has given him. We also will continue to provide ministry through our online capabilities. We plan to start the Sunday school lesson at 9:30 and around 10:30 for the worship service. As a word from the pastor and deacons, we want to thank you for the trust and support that you have shared with us during these weeks. We have tried to provide the best leadership possible through circumstances that none of us have ever encountered. We know where everyone's heart is. We all want to get back to God's house with God's people. But with that in mind, we want to emphasize something. If for any reason you are not quite comfortable with meeting in a group setting yet, or if you aren't feeling well, please do not hesitate to worship from home until your comfort level and health reach an appropriate place. God knows what is in your heart. He knows our desire to be with our church family, but we are all concerned for the safety of our friends as well as ourselves. We look forward to seeing you on June the 7th, or as soon as we can.